Okay, so follow up to the Fourthwall situation. Again, I got an email saying my shop is going to be archived due to lack of activity, which includes logging in and sales. Granted, I still think it has to do more with sales, but I decided to log in through the link in the email. And lo and behold, I get an email saying, "Oh yeah, no, it's a success. Your store is no longer scheduled to be archived," despite the fact that I've been logging in constantly. Again, I still think it has more to do with the lack of sales. If it were a login issue, I wouldn't have gotten that email to begin with, because again, I have been logging in constantly. Sometimes it saves my login, so I don't have to log back in, but more often than not, the site just kicks me out once I leave it, and I have to log back in. So it genuinely can't be a lack of me logging into Fourthwall for the past 12 months, when I have been doing that constantly. I mean, unless something was bugging in the Google logins, which would make absolutely no sense, and I would assume Fourthwall would send out emails to anyone signed up to their site being like, hey, there's an issue with accounts that are connected to Gmail. But no. Again, I feel like for me the issue was probably lack of sales. They just don't want to admit it. Especially the fact that they included that in the activity. So for it to suddenly magically be like, oh yeah, no, log in. You have successfully logged in. I refuse to believe that's the issue. I refuse. Because again, I have been logging in. I've been updating my shop. Between login activity and sales, the lack of sales would make the most sense. And as I've said in the comments for the previous short, and on other platforms where I shared that, because I still don't trust it. And I mean, I will be honest, their quality control for some products is a little iffy, especially posters, which is why I'm doing the prints myself. Like, if it wasn't for the quality of things like the shirts, I probably would just be immediately jumping ship to a different platform. But I do think it's just ridiculous. And makes absolutely no sense for the login to be the issue when it clearly wasn't. And the only other option they mention in that for activity is sales. And I get it, I'm a smaller creator. If this were a physical storefront, I would get why I would be shut down. I get that. A physical storefront you would be paying for, not making money, would make sense to shut down. An online platform where creators of any size can set up shop, though, and for sales to be lumped into the activity, it makes me think they don't want to admit that sales are the issue here.